Hey everyone, welcome back to the Blonde Spots little mini course. Today we are talking about social media marketing basics. This is your intro to understanding the complexities of social media marketing. So what is social media marketing? How would you define it? Honestly, social media marketing or social media optimization is a strategy in which small businesses, companies, and entrepreneurs alike are sharing their stories and compelling content, information, videos, photos, so much information in the hopes of driving traffic to a specified or desired location. This is the textbook, obviously, definition of social media marketing. But honestly, you need to define what social media marketing is to you. How are you going to use social media to market your business? Social media is a tool, a system, a resource. Social media is media. We use social to share our media, hence social media. Social media is a product. So for some companies who are media gurus like Bustle or Refinery 29, social media is used as their product. It's a way for them to build their community and communicate with their customers. Social media can be a service. If you're someone like me, we offer social media as a service. We have done for you services. But ultimately, when it comes down to it, social media is an opportunity for your small business to grow and to become part of a larger community that is more connected than any community in history. So let's talk about some of these social media platforms and what they're really for. So we have Facebook, there's Twitter, Instagram, LinkedIn, Google, Reddit, Quora, and other syndication platforms. What do all of these platforms really mean, and why are they important? Facebook is a place for you to build your community around your brand by sharing relevant content to your audience through targeted means and giving them what they actually want to see. And there are a few different products that Facebook has that you can do this on. Facebook groups, business pages, Facebook events, advertising, which is their PPC, which is pay-per-click advertising, Messenger, and Facebook stories. Many of you have probably started utilizing Facebook stories, and something really important to understand about Facebook stories is that it's another important way for people to find you on a personal perspective. It's not available for businesses unless you're a paying preferred client, but you can use it for your personal account, and it's another way for you to become personally branded and represented on the digital sphere. Twitter. Twitter is essentially one tweet heard by millions that then dies in 18 minutes. Twitter is about engaging in real time with customers and other brand leaders about your products and understanding what people truly think about you. Some really fantastic examples of this are actually IHOP and Wendy's. Most of their engagement when it comes to social media happens on their Twitter accounts. The amount of sass and total domination over conversation is impressive. Their ability to drive the conversation in the way that they want it to talk about their products and their food in the most sarcastic and enjoyable way possible is done effectively. People talk about how they do it all the time, just like we are today. But what you need to understand about Twitter is that it's not going to be your main play for traffic. It used to be that you could get tons of people to view your content through Twitter, but these days the average life of a tweet is 18 minutes. So make sure that you're taking place in Twitter chats, that you would create at least one Twitter moment each week. Utilize Periscope. Maybe you're not a Facebook Live person. Maybe you're a Twitter person and your audiences are Twitter people. Using a Periscope is just like doing a Facebook Live. Create a poll on Twitter, just like in Facebook groups in the course that we talk about Facebook and Instagram. Maybe use a poll on your Twitter account to understand what people care about more within your Twitter audience. You can upload videos that are under 2 minutes long. You can use geolocating to really help target who you are wanting to talk to in the area that you're in. And it's a really great place to create brand perception. How do we perceive brands on Twitter? Do we think of them as people we can actually have conversations with? Are they approachable, or are they a little less approachable? Instagram is a really great tool. I love Instagram, but who doesn't love Instagram, right? I'm sure you have an Instagram who's listening to this. Instagram is essentially a photo blog, but on another level. It's a place for you to share your brand's story with targeted, well-curated imagery and content. You can utilize Instagram stories, message pods, hashtags, quality descriptions with proper links. The good thing about Instagram is that you can include as much information as you want in your actual Instagram description for your photo. A great example of how Instagram really helps propel brands is taking a look at Humans of New York. They didn't have a website. It was just some guy taking nice photos of humans hanging out in New York City and sharing their stories. And it's grown into so much more. LinkedIn. LinkedIn is really about networking like you mean it. It's a place for you to build professional relationships. It's not just for your mom and dad. And you know who I'm talking about here. If you are someone who does not have a LinkedIn profile, or does have a LinkedIn profile and has not been utilizing it, it's time to change that. LinkedIn is more of a social media tool these days, yes, but it's a way of surviving and taking charge of your digital position in a crowded market. It's essentially your digital stamp on the business world. You can use the tools like LinkedIn Pulse to really help people navigate your understanding and your expertise. You can use it to build your knowledge and help teach yourself new things. They have tons of courses and programs that help you harness and hone in on some of your expertise. There are tons of groups. Before Facebook and all these other places had groups, LinkedIn had them first, and they are well established. It's like the old money kind of thing going on with LinkedIn groups. So definitely engage in some of those groups, but be wary of the people that are in them. Sometimes they're not as engaging as they once were. It's a place for you to make connections. And this is important. You should never try to have over 5,000 or 10,000 LinkedIn connections, because let's be honest, you're never going to meet those people in person. And a lot of the people that try to add you are recruiters and other people that, may not necessarily be the people you want to connect with. You want people in your inner circle on LinkedIn who are going to really help propel you through the business world, make you those connections that'll help you get your blog on MSN or help you get your podcast listened to by 10,000 people. You want people who are going to add value to your life professionally to be your connections on LinkedIn. You can use it for brand development. So there are brand pages on LinkedIn that are available, but the best way to utilize it and to market it is to talk about some updates within your company. If you're sponsoring an event, if you are adding a new member to your team, the LinkedIn business page is the place to talk about it. Google Plus. I am not a fan of Google Plus, and I'll be the first one to say it. I think it is a waste of time. It's a dinosaur tool used for new wave ideas. There are really no one that I personally know that utilizes Google Plus as a major platform in their marketing tool belt, if you will. Google reviews, though, can be the life or death of your brand. If there's anything you get from Google, it's Google My Business. And if you're brick and mortar in a product store, make sure you pay attention to Google reviews, because like I just mentioned, it can be the life or death of your brand. So put on your listening ears, pay attention to what other people are saying on other platforms, and open your heart to the feedback some of your customers might be giving you. Google Plus can be a great tool for SEOing your social content and making some keyword focus and syndicating some links and blogs and information about your company. It's also great for business management. So a lot of us use Google products for our email and to connect through Google AdWords and stuff like that. YouTube is also a Google product. So making sure that you understand the connection there is important too. Quora and Reddit. A lot of people think that Quora and Reddit are really useful tools. They are if you've been established on them for the last 5 years. Quora and Reddit are really just forums and trolls. These syndication platforms are vital to the distribution of new content and can boost your brand's traffic exponentially. But like I said, if you're not an already established Quora user or Redditor, it's going to be really challenging for you to overcome some of those trolls. It'll also help you provide real answers to questions that consumers are asking and linking back to your brand. If there's anything you're going to use these platforms for, it's to just take a look and through and monitor the feeds and everything according to the subject matter of your brand. That way, if anyone's saying anything or if you catch an image or meme of your business, you're able to nip it in the bud before it gets viral. Pinterest. I like to call this one the beastly lookbook. Pinterest is really a traffic driver. If you start utilizing Pinterest in your social media marketing plans, you will see your growth grow month to month to month and just be the beast of your traffic. Regardless of what your brand provides as a product or service, you'll be on Pinterest to drive traffic. You can sell ideas and give customers a lookbook of your unique product. And even if it's just that you write blogs and content, all you need to do is design a pin that is aesthetically pleasing and really helps people see what it is they're going to be reading. People don't click on a pin if it's not pretty or if it's not going to provide information that they're looking for. So be precise in the way in which you discuss your pin and in the way in which you present your pin to the world. You can build communities of like-minded creatives to help boost your brand's web traffic and sales. And the way to do that is to do a bunch of research on group boards and find which one might be beneficial to you. So what should be in your toolbox? Obviously, you need the right social platforms, the right networking community, and the right message. What's your brand going to be selling or providing? What's going to showcase you the best? And this is in regards to platforms. Is your brand going to be better for Facebook or is it going to be better for Twitter? Understanding the right networking community. Smush your way into and make nice with the professional communities on Facebook and LinkedIn groups. Yes, but at the same time, make sure that it's the right group of people. If you are a mom blogger and you're going to join Girls Love Travel, you're going to find yourself in a sea of single, unmarried women, traveling the world and making nice with those kinds of people in a very, very small group of moms in there that struggle to gain tension just simply based on the fact that they have kids and they can't be as active in the group. The right message. This is where you want to harness and hone in on your mission, your passion, your belief system, and what your brand is all about. You can't just shove glitter down people's throats. There's that glitter again. Understanding what to put into your toolbox greatly depends on your brand. So we talk about brand a lot. So what the hell is branding? Branding is essentially the promise that you plan to make to your customers or the promise that you are making to your customers. How you define your brand is what is going to set forth the expectation differentiators of your products and services that you provide to your customers. Understanding how you define yourself and how you define your business is incredibly vital to helping people understand and perform the action in which you want them to do. So some last minute notes. Since this course is just a surface level understanding of what all of these platforms are for, we want to make sure that you understand that now your brand is going to be on its way towards being developed, and it's important to start thinking about how you will market your brand, which essentially is also called brand marketing. Some social media secret weapons. Use emotion as a tool. Look back to your passion. What is your passion? And then speak from it. Stick to your values. If something is ever questionable, don't do it. Just don't do it. Fulfill your promises. If you know you're not going to be able to perform or fulfill a product order or something along those lines, resort to honesty. People are much more receptive to the truth than they are to you leading them on or lying to them. Thank you for joining me today. Again, this was Social Media Basics, a really surface level, superficial, super surface level, say that 5 times fast, course. If you'd like to learn more about each platform at an in-depth level, you can find me on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook as Blonde Spot Sarah, or you can find more information on my other courses that I have. We have a course called Build and Launch a Kick-Ass Brand. This course really focuses on building your brand from the fundamental stages all the way into creating a full-on social media marketing strategy with email marketing thrown in as well. We also help you understand how to build and design a website according to your education level and specifications. Thank you once again. I am excited to help you in your journey towards becoming a better marketer and brand.